So this sample of drugs taken by the drug inspector are sent for the analysis to the government analyst. Analysis and test of samples of vaccine are carried out at this answer you should tell in the comment box. Fluoride content in toothpaste shall not be more than 1000 ppm. Schedule F to the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945 prescribes the requirement for the functioning and operation of blood bank. Every drug manufacturer shall maintain manufacturing and analytical records to the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945 as per Schedule U. No color is permitted to be used in drugs except mentioned in the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945 under Rule 127. Which of the following diseases is not covered under Schedule J to the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945? That is hypertension. India Pharmaceutical Committee was appointed in 1946. A bill was introduced by the Government of India to regulate import, manufacture, distribution and sale of drugs come in 1940. Health Survey and Development Committee was appointed by Government of India in 1943. Requirement of factory premises for the manufacture of cosmetics are mentioned in the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945 under Schedule M2. The warning to be sold by retail on the prescription of a registered medical practitioner only shall appear on the label Schedule H drugs and for Schedule X drugs. A license shall maintain an inspection book in which of the following forms under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940, that is Form 35. Okay, answer for this question you tell me. A drug which is manufactured under a name which belongs to another drug is called as. A license to import drugs specified in Schedule X to the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945 shall be issued in Form 10A. Minimum penalty for selling any adulterated or spurious drugs causing death or grievous harm to any person in India is imprisonment of 10 years and fine of 10 lakh rupees. The Central Drug Laboratory is situated in Kolkata. A drug not labeled in the prescribed manner shall be treated as misbranded drug. Powers of the inspectors appointed under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 are mentioned under which of the following section of the Act? That is section 22. Which of the following is not a drug as per the law? So this is none of the above. So it means these all are the drugs, that is empty gelatin capsule, mosquito repellent cream and substances for diagnosis of disease. The first schedule to the Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940 prescribes authoritative books of Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani system. Who among the following is the chairman of Drug Technical Advisory Board? So that is the Director General of Health Services. The Pharmacy Council of India education regulations for the diploma course of in pharmacy that is currently in force was passed in the year 1991. Who among the following shall not be member of State Council under the Pharmacy Act 1948? That is the Director of Central Drug Laboratory. Name of a person is entered in the Central Register under the Pharmacy Act after he submits an application for registration to the State Council in prescribed manner and receipt of the report of registration of the person in the register for a state. Which of the following does not come under the cruelty to animals? That is, experiments on animals for use, discovery useful for using human life. Experiments of animals for the discovery of new drugs is allowed under which of the following sections of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act? That is section 14. Which of the following is violation of the Drugs and Magic Remedies Act? So that is none of the above is the violation of Drugs and Magic Remedies Act, that is to display of signboard by a registered medical practitioner offering treatment of any disease publication of a book only for scientific purpose suggesting the use of drug in treatment of any disease, and advertisement relating to any drug sent confidentially to a registered medical practitioner. The Drugs and Magic Remedies rules came into force in the year 1955. Drug Technical Advisory Board Allopathy consists of 18 members, whereas Drug Technical Advisory Board Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani Drug consists of 20 members. Which of the following is not a wing of Drugs and Cosmetic Act? So that is Education and Pharmacy wing. Gudku, that is, Gudku is a tobacco product used for rubbing against human teeth, contains tobacco powder, lime, and molasses along with red mineral matter. Within the provision of Drug and Cosmetic Act, it is drug. Health Survey and Development Committee was appointed under the chairmanship of. So you tell me the answer for this. Next is there are some statements regarding to Education Regulation 1992. So which statements are correct? That is all statements are correct regarding Education Regulation 1992. That is it prescribes the nature and periods of study. It prescribes the equipment and facilities for students. It was approved by Education Regulation 81, and the Executive Committee of Central Council is also required to report from time to time to True Council on the efficacy of education regulation. AICTE bill was introduced and passed as AICTE Act number 52 in the year 1987. AICTE Act comes into force on 1988. There are some definitions and you need to choose the correct definitions. So all these definitions are correct. That is, council means All India Council for Technical Education. Technical education means programs of education, research and training in particular specialized field. Technical education means an institution not being a university which offers a course for technical education, and deemed university means any institution of higher education other than university. Schedule M and Y are introduced in the year 1988. Patient consent form for participation in phase 1 clinical trial was given in Appendix 5. Standards for surgical dressing was given in F2. The Food Adulteration Act comes in 1954. Drugs other than those specified in Schedule C, C1 and X are X is license issued in the Form 20B. Central register means register containing the names of all the persons for the time of registration. Okay, we'll keep it here, maybe where it should be. Okay, now it's fine. Condoms are tested at Ghaziabad. Tests on oral polio vaccine are to be carried out of the or at the Central Drug Laboratory, Kolkata. And in pharmacy, the term cool place means a place having temperature between 100 degree and 250 degree Celsius. Current good manufacturing practice regulations are established by United States of FDA. The symbol R is printed on the label of which type of medicines, that is, medicines belong to Schedule H. Schedule M1 of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940 deals with the requirement of pharmacy or requirement of factory premises for the manufacture of homeopathic medicines. Which type of product are to be labeled on container? Okay, on the container with the statement use within 1 month after opening the container, that is on ophthalmic solutions. Registration of pharmacist is done by none of the above. So who registers for the pharmacist? Tell me in the comment box. Which one of the following will be termed as manufactured drugs? That is aspirin tablet. Which of the following medicines are recognized as non-alcoholic under the Medicinal and Toilet Preparations Act? That answer you should also tell me. Okay, it is given here, that is Ayurvedic medicines containing self-generated alcohol up to 2% proof spirit, and ISO stands for, so this is very easy,